Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Plate with Carol, where we will explore food and a little beyond. So come along with me on this journey and see what we uncover. And today, this is kind of our second maiden podcast voyage, can I say?
Yeah, working out the kinks.
Working out the kinks. I think I can say, and I think I can put Michelle in this sentence with me, we are not techie people. So on the other hand, I feel bad for my son because I call him every minute. I'm like, Ty, what is it doing? It's doing this, doing that. Like we had a little, snafu earlier and the camera just stopped. It was overheated. I'm like, Michelle, feel the camera. It was like so hot.
It was just a practice round. Like in your practice round in golf, you get, it's all good.
So we wanted to come to you. I'm here with Michelle Chretien. She is going to be having her very own podcast. I figured that her and I, we're both starting a new podcast, each of us. So I just thought that we could get together and we could tell you a little bit about her podcast, a little bit about my podcast, and then stay tuned because I got more food from The Works Cafe. It's a brand new cafe right over at 1000 Elm Street, like Michelle says, where the lollipops are.
Yeah. If you've been around the city long enough, you know what the lollipops are.
Right? Those orange things. I remember those when I was a kid. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so stay tuned because we are going to talk about the food there. And we even have, there's something on the menu that I was just dying to see what they were, how they tasted. So we're going to taste them on the air with you. So we have them like sitting right here in front of us. And we'll be talking about that soon. So stay tuned. And also just want to say we are at the studio at the Beacon, which is at 814 Elm Street, right here in downtown Manchester, beautiful downtown Manchester. And this podcast, Beyond the Plate, is brought to you by Red Arrow Diners. All are now open 24/7, Manchester, Londonderry, Concord, and Nashua. So here we go. Michelle, welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. The studio came out gorgeous.
It did. My brother did a great job. Tyler did a great job setting us up, finally. I don't mean finally for Tyler. I just mean like...
for us figuring it out.
No kidding. Like ridiculous. But anyway... So your podcast, Made in MHT, I love that name. Let's tell the listeners and the watchers, I call them listeners and watchers because we're on camera also. So listeners and watchers, what is that going to be all about?
First of all, I'm so excited that Made in MHT was an available domain name. I was like, who hasn't taken that yet?
Right.
So for those who are new to the area, MHT is our airport code for Manchester. So it's, made in Manchester, but it's MHT. And I'm partnering up with my daughter, Pamela Provencher, who owns Grand State Escape right across the street from us here at the Beacon Building. She's underneath the Thirsty Moose. And we decided there's so many neat people, businesses, outdoor space, and things in the city of Manchester that nobody knows about. So our mission is to bring those to the people around and just show some light on how amazing our city is.
I just love that because there's so many different things like popping up. I'll probably be doing the food end of that, and you're going to be doing the other end to that. All these other just different businesses. Different.
We have a huge hobby coming up. That's great. And I just learned something. Apparently you have to get older to learn some certain things.
Well, you got to remember them though, Michelle.
Yeah,
me anyway.
Right. I did not know why they call cities like us the Queen City. It's the largest population in the state that's not the capital.
Oh.
I just learned that. That's interesting. That's why we're the Queen City.
So the Queen, not the King? King would be conquered? Is that what it's referring to?
I guess. So it's whichever one's not the capital with the largest population.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that.
And our population is growing, of course, here in the city. And you know what I think is kind of cool, too, is to see how much education is growing here. We have a lot of colleges pocketing in here.
Lots of them.
In a lot of industry. It's kind of cool.
Art and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Millyard is insane what they're doing down there. It's so cool. This whole medical growth, and I heard it referred to as Silicon Millyard.
Oh, geez. Silicon Millyard.
Like that. Interesting. So it's super great. Some awesome things are coming out of, Dean Kamen's doing down there and with Army. And
maybe you could get Dean Kamen on your podcast, which is super fun. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. I don't know if I can keep up with his brain. He's really smart.
Well, that would be really
It was
cool.
cool. We have to do that for sure.
I think so. I think so. You mentioned your daughter, so I want to make mention of her business because she's been in business here on Elm Street for 10
Yeah,
years.
she started off on Maple Street, Maple and Valley, and then she moved downtown 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure which. I think it was 2019. And, she's got an amazing creative staff there. They build and do everything from scratch over there. She's really got a creative mindset. So, if those of you who don't know what an escape room is, you basically get locked into a room. It's not a freaky lock-in. The door's open. You can leave at any point that you get panicky or whatnot.
Claustrophobic, don't worry.
Yeah. But you have to set a series of clues and passwords and things that get you through to open up the next level to get you out of the game. And it's really neat. Like if you go into her building, there's a whole wall that's all clocks. There must be 100 clocks on that wall, all different clocks because of the time to the escape and all that part. It's really neat.
I love it.
It's super cool. When she started, she was the first escape room north of Boston. And they started over in Europe before they came here to the States. She had to explain to people what they were.
Right, because people, someone that doesn't know, they're like, what is an escape room? You go in a room, you get locked up, and you get clues to get out. Like, what?
It took me so long to grasp what she did. And so that was part of her whole thing about, entering into this world was to explain to everybody here what her business does and what it is. Early on, she's had a lot of industries that have used it as a team building environment, which is great because true leaders are shown when you're in that.
Exactly. Working together and cooperation and, respect and, taking turns and all kinds of, because we did it with the managers, with the GMs when she was over on Maple Street.
Yeah.
And I was one of the dumb ones. I kind of just stood back.
Good.
Like numbers and figuring all this out. But, you definitely can tell the true like leaders.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of like take over and, okay, no, I got this. And then helping and, it's cool to see, everybody working together like that.
We were test cases in the beginning, the family.
That must have been fun.
And some of the largest fights my little brother and I ever had were in there. What are you doing? It's not that spot. I was like, sure it is. Yeah. We took a team a couple years ago. We had flown in some realtors to give some advice to the local agents and whatnot. And so I took a group over there and literally our stomach hurt at the end of it. We were laughing so hard. And, a lot from other parts of the country haven't even seen an escape room. So they were all here and doing it. We just had a blast. It was so much fun.
That's awesome. I love it. And I love that she's been in business for 10 years and she's still here.
And still growing and changing.
Yeah. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. So she's going to be doing your podcast. You're going to be doing it together.
Yes, we'll be doing it together, which is great. She's got her own aspect of people and things that she's come into contact here in the city. And myself, we have a lot of overlaps, of course, but it's kind of interesting to explore and see who we can get on here. We just found out there's a new Latin radio station. And he's in a billboard. Like he's on the billboards for Latin music. He's way up there. Dominic,
he's right here in little old Manchester.
He started a whole new radio station, and we're going to have him on, which is going to be phenomenal. Things like that nobody knows about.
It's true. Manchester is, not only is it a growing city, but we house a lot of special different. Dean Kamen, a lot of different people like that. Interesting.
And there's like so much green space coming now. There's little walkways and parks that are popping up that my neighbor was saying, hey, I'm going to do this walk. I said, where is that? I had no idea. It was over towards Hooksett. It's wide. I was like, oh.
Like a rail trail?
Yeah, but it's like a walking path and it overlooked, she said, a wild rhododendron fields.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay. I was like, I have to go see that place. Like things like that we want to expose. Not expose, I guess expose, right?
Well, because we're also letting people know. And exactly. I love it. So that is going to be, Michelle is going to be taking care of that side. I'm going to take care of the food end of Manchester and surrounding. My husband and I, we're major foodies. Who doesn't love to eat, right? Come on, we love to eat. And we love to explore new places. That's like my favorite thing to do. When a new place opens up, it's like, oh my gosh, we're going to go check it out. Check out the menu, check out, everything about it. I am of the camp that if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say it. So I do belong to New Hampshire Eats, and I know you do too. I love New Hampshire Eats. Sometimes they can get a little out of hand. Sometimes their comments are not nice. I just don't say it if, that's all. That's it, because it can really hurt a business sometimes.
I had a friend that just went to Rock and Roll Meatball.
Yep.
And said, you've got to try the green beans. They're Southern style green beans that are slow cooked and whatnot. So I guess a couple had said, oh, maybe it's canned. No, my friends. That's real Southern cooking. Awesome. So I can't wait now.
Have you been?
I have not been yet.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. We just went not even 2 weeks ago. We had gone a couple times. I'm good friends with Kevin, the owner, and his wife, Christine. Rock and Roll Meatballs. It's all meatballs, but they advertised a brand new smash burger.
Oh.
And I'm like, I saw the picture and I'm like, Daryl, we are going to check out this smash burger. Like, OMG, does it look amazing? And it definitely was. It was delicious. We started with some wings and then we got the smash burger. We split it and it was excellent. But their meatballs, every kind of meatball imaginable. So
I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, fun. For those of you tuning in, if you're just tuning in, you're just like, finding us somewhere out there. You are listening to Beyond the Plate with Carol. I'm here with Michelle Chretien, who is going to be starting her own podcast as well called Made in MHT. So we're going to kind of bounce off each other. I'm going to do the food part and she's going to do the activities and, just meeting different people and different businesses in Manchester and surrounding areas.
Well, interesting thing, like as we're filming this and doing this today, across the way at Veterans Park, they're setting up this outdoor expo kind of thing for outdoor businesses and things that, adventure businesses and whatnot. So I'm going to take a walk over and see.
Yeah,
hello, I can eat too.
And it seems like the weather has kind of held out. Didn't they say it was going to rain all day? And I don't think it kind of has yet. I'm going to knock on wood here. Find some
more rain.
But I know it's been crazy with rain. What were they saying Saturday? It was like the 13th Saturday in a row that rained. That's crazy.
I just feel these poor sports kids.
I know.
Like,
on
how
Saturdays.
do you schedule all these overschedule and reschedules?
Terrible. Yeah.
Glad that's not my job.
I know, right? So let me see here. So I have lined up a couple of different people. I'll be talking with Nick, the owner over at Shoppers next week. And then I have in the works Zach. He's the general manager over at the Crown Tavern. Love the Crown.
Some pizza.
Love it. Love their pizza. And you know what our favorite, favorite thing there is their roasted garlic.
Oh.
You ever had that? Roasted garlic with like that cheese and the tomato-y thing and the crostinis. And it's just,
no vampires afterwards.
I know, right? The same though. I know. And then did you hear about the new restaurant opening on Hanover Street?
What is this?
Just below there. It's right across from Palace Theater.
Okay.
I told you the name before. Now I forgot. Novo?
Oh,
Novo.
Yes.
Novo, it's called. And there's going to be two parts to it. I guess it's they're focusing, they're good friends of mine, Robert Singer and Rhonda. And they own it together and they're going to be opening it up. It's going to be like a fine dining side. And then there's also going to be like a kind of like a cafe takeout situation. Like if you're, you don't want to cook, you can go pick up a meal, salads by the pound and meat by the pound and sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. So
we have a lot of new apartments coming in downtown.
Yes.
And I think it's fueling all the businesses and things we've got coming into the city.
Yeah.
And so that's great. When you're new out in your career and you're working a bunch and you're trying to figure out life, and if you're a single person or just a couple, like, I don't like to cook.
Even just for two. Daryl and I, it's like, my mom does come over a lot, but still. And Daryl does not know how to cook for 2 or 3. He cooks for more like 6, 7, or 8. And it's like, and now I love leftovers. I will take leftovers every day to work. I love that. Daryl will not eat leftovers. He says he does, but he doesn't. Trust me, he doesn't.
It's a great little, so that's the best part about our city, right?
Yeah.
Morphing and changing.
It is.
And it's great. And you know what I love about the restaurants now? Whatever ethnic background you're looking for,
it's here.
Got it. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Let me
crazy.
try this one. Let me try that one. I mean, who would have thought you could have oxtail on Elm Street?
Right? That's right here, right?
Yeah.
Yes. What is
Maya's Kitchen?
Maya's? And then have you tried KS Chicken?
No.
Indian down the road where Mint used to be.
Okay.
Very good. We ordered from there a couple of times. Very, very good. Booba Noodle. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
delicious. Thai Food Connection. That's one of my friend Rachel. Her and I go there when we meet. Actually, we're meeting for dinner there next Monday. So.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, yeah. Fun.
It's great. Even anything and everything you want.
It's true. It's all right there. And there's, I mean, how many Mexican restaurants are around?
It's crazy, the amounts. And it's not just downtown. It's every side of the city.
All over the
place.
place.
Phenomenal.
Have you tried the new races?
Love it.
Mm.
Love it. Love it.
A little different, a little quirky, not that the other one, all of them have their own kind of special thing, but races, it's just, I don't know, it's just a little bit different.
Well, when you have, I think it's the owner's mom.
Yes,
who's out
I think
there
so.
hand rolling tortillas.
Yes.
I was like,
so
okay,
cool.
Here I am. I feel like I'm back in over in San Diego, they have a big whole section like that.
Yeah. So that's where my husband's from. And he talks about that all the time in San Diego.
And it's so, it's so fresh.
You know who else does that is, he's a good friend of mine, Carlo, over at La Vaca in Goffstown. They make their own tortillas too, right there. You see them making them, when you walk in, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, Mexican, just like you said, all kinds of cuisines all over the place.
Stuff. It's so awesome.
Yeah. So that's what you can expect from us. So I thought it would be kind of cool because now I've eaten there 2 times today already. But Michelle and I went together last week, and you've been there a couple more times. So we're going to talk right now. We're going to do like a little, just talk about the Works Cafe right over on 1000 Elm Street, otherwise known as the
Lollipop. It used to be, I remember when my children were young, there was an ice skating rink in front of there.
Yes.
Go ice skating and things. I think we need to bring back the ice skating rink.
Wouldn't that be cool?
And the farmer's market.
Right.
Sorry, that's what I'm pushing for now.
True. There isn't a farmer's market around, right?
Bedford has got one.
Yeah, Bedford.
Hooks at me. But yeah, Manchester.
You're right.
Manchester needs us.
Even in the park right there would be great.
We need one.
That's cool.
So yeah,
go ahead, Michelle.
Anybody get any connections? Let's get this cooking along.
That would be cool.
Right?
It really would. I love farmers markets.
Oh, me too.
There's one in Salem where my sewing store is, and they have it every Sunday. I work though, but I know it's very well attended. People love it, and it's year round.
Oh,
yeah. Ask. Isn't that interesting? Year round. I see the sign all the time, and people talk about it all the time, and they say it's amazing. So
we'll have to try that.
Yeah. So anyway, the Works Cafe, if you haven't been to it, it's right in Manchester downtown where the Lollipops are, 1000 Elm Street. Amazing menu.
Awesome outdoor seating with those big, massive.
It just is like inviting. They look like they're nice chairs, nice tables. You go inside, and it, like I think you said earlier, it's like clean.
Very.
You know what I mean? I don't mean like clean, like crisp. Like it's just
the blinds.
Yeah,
it's just There's something
very nice. Very nice. They have the decorations. It's very nice.
And the staff is amazing. Very nice. When I was there ordering one day, I ordered the Thai chicken salad, and she said, "Do you want it as is, or do you want to make any changes?" You and I have talked about it, Carol, that most people are like, "Oh, you're going to make changes." They're like, "Do you want it just as is and whatnot?" They're trained. They're phenomenal. We went in, I think they were day 2 open. We went in, and the service was unbelievable.
See, that's well trained.
Well,
exactly. Very nice. And they want to make the customer happy, asking if you want any changes. And, I do have to say, because when I picked up food for today, for right now, which we're going to start chomping on it, I didn't try your mac and cheese. Oh, you know what? I'm going to read what it is. This one is the Cajun rub bacon, roasted onion, tomato, and scallion. There we go. House-made mac and cheese. And the one thing that I've been seeing on the menu the last couple of times that I was there is what's called they're called field fritters. Now, have you ever heard of field fritters?
Mm-mm.
They're organic pea fritters. So I was at home ready to come down here. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go grab some food so we can try it. And ordering online was so easy.
Oh, I haven't had that yet.
Very easy. Great. Like you said, accommodating. Like the list is huge. If you don't want this or you want to add this or, because sometimes that's one thing that irks me when you can't make, request.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't even do it when you're doing some DoorDash things or whatever. But it was seamless. It really was. It was very easy. And then it said, you can pick up a scheduled time or you can pick it up right away in 15 minutes. I said in 15 minutes because it just lived right down the road. And sure enough, I walked in and she was literally bringing it right on the shelf. And yeah, it was really good. So.
And when you walk in there, you can see sometimes a ton of people, but honestly, it is so quick and moves great, and they're just phenomenal.
Yeah, very nice. I'm going to try this right now.
I love we have people popping in and looking and saying, "Oh, who's down there doing the podcast?"
What we're doing.
It's great. This is so good.
This is delicious.
The tomatoes are nice and fresh. Sometimes when you get stuck with tomatoes cooked in it,
it's true.
Like not. So these are great.
You can really taste the caramelized onion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really taste the bacon too much, but maybe.
It's so good.
That is delicious.
I'm itching to try these.
Yeah, we have to try these.
So this is.
You can go first. These fritters. It's a pea fritter. So you can see it for those of you that are maybe on YouTube and you can see it. They're just these little round little things. Is it interesting?
It's interesting. The texture is not what I quite expected.
And we're not eating them hot anymore either. That might make a difference.
But it's got some good spice to it.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Almost like a hummusy type. I don't know if they use those to bind it or something.
I don't even taste peas.
I don't either.
It's not even green inside. I thought it would be like green inside.
Me too.
Oh, these are really good. Oh, funny.
And come on, the glass bottles for soda. How amazing are those?
I know. Love it. Oh yeah, those are good.
Those are good. Oh yeah. That would be a whole meal.
Mm-hmm. You can get them several ways. You can get them in a bowl. You can get them in a sandwich, and then you can get them on the side, like we did. I'm like, we have to try them.
Oh yeah, we've been looking at them and saying, what are they?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned. Beyond the Plate with Carol and Made in MHT with Michelle and her daughter Pamela. You said her last name, Preventure. That was my grandmother's. My mom's dad died when she was really young, and my grandmother got remarried. And I never knew the first grandfather. He was always my grandfather, but it was Pepe Preventure.
Oh yes. So my son-in-law's family, generations here in the city.
West Side.
Nope, South End.
Okay.
But he coaches West High School football.
Okay.
So that's our tie to the West Side. We're there an awful lot.
Cool.
Fun. Which is great.
Did you say there's something going on there for 4th of July?
4th of July. So the best place in the city, I feel, is West High School football field to view the fireworks.
On the bleachers and stuff, right?
So they open up the entire field. Bring your lawn chairs, your blankets. It's super family friendly. No alcohol, no fireworks. Concession stand is cooking strong. And it's a fundraiser for the football team. So
cool.
We went last year and it was amazing. All the families out there running around, passing the ball before, the fireworks went off. It was great.
Do you remember back in the day when we all used to go to Dairyfield Park?
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore.
I think the trees got too big to see, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that because we used to live not too far from there. All right, let me see. This is Beyond the Plate with Carol. We are at the studio at the Beacon. Beautiful studio. Kudos to my brother for setting this up. Kudos to Tyler for setting up the actual, all this techie stuff in here that I have no idea what all this stuff is. He said, Mom, don't touch any buttons, just the red one. It's green first, and then it turns red, and then when you stop, it goes back to green. I'm like, okay. I won't touch anything else. All right, well.
Great. I'm so excited for this.
Yes.
This building is beautiful. It's great to be in here.
All right, well, I guess we will...
finish eating.
We're going to finish eating. And once again, let me see. We are brought to you. Beyond the Plate with Carol is brought to you by the Red Arrow Diners. Now open 24/7, Manchester, Londonderry, Concord, and Nashua. So get on over there and grab some Red Arrow Diner food. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.